Okay, guys, so welcome to our coaching sneak peek tonight. We have two teams on here tonight. We have coaches from Empowered Elite, which is the team that I founded, and we have coaches from Team Stronger Every Day, which is Kathy's team.
No, Team Forever Strong.
Oh, sorry, backwards.
Forever. Don't worry, I'll be right there to correct you. I'm like, no.
Stronger Every Day sounded good. We decided to kind of combine forces tonight for this call simply because coaching is such a diverse thing, and we have coaches from all walks of life on our team. We really just wanted to give you an overall feel that this could be something that could really fit into your life, no matter what your background is or what you're currently doing or what your goals are in your life. So first, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dana Fodiatis. I have been a coach for a little over 3.5 years now. I live in Central Florida. I am a single mom of a 4.5-year-old son. How I really came into this business, it's really hard to sum my story up quickly, but I had come out of a really abusive relationship. My son was about 1 at the time. I was unhealthy. I was anxiety ridden. I was depressed. I had a lot of baby weight to lose. And I had dropped out of my last year of college when I got pregnant with my son. So I was kind of at a crossroads of like, what do I really want to do with my life? And what sacrifices am I going to choose to make? Because either road I chose at that point in time, I would have either had to put my son in full-time daycare, work multiple jobs, go to college, hardly ever see him, or I worked a part-time job from home, and then I took on coaching full-time and dove all in from day one. So that was obviously my choice because I'm sitting here today. And our life is totally transformed because of this business. I am home full-time. We have a 2-time elite team in the top 200 of the network, just like Kathy's team. But what I really want to highlight here is that, this business really allows you to totally transform yourself and totally recreate yourself if you so choose to, and recreate a life that is something that is ideal for you, which for me took a lot of wrapping my head around that I was worthy and deserving of living a life like this. But I had this really strong emotional why, and that was to be present for my son as a single mom. And once I got started with my own journey with Shakeology, with the workout programs, and I got into the community and the friendships and the support, I just fell in love so much with the process of personal, self-empowerment, that I couldn't help but just want to give that gift to every single woman I came across and help them transform their life in whatever way they saw fit. So that was really how I got started, and kind of how I am today. But I dove all in from day one and never looked back, and I couldn't imagine my life being any different. So Kathy, if you want to share a little bit about your story, and then we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah, sure. Hey guys, I'm Kathy Reuter. Thanks for being here. I am the founder of Team Forever Strong, and I have been coaching now for 3 years. I actually had my 3-year mark on June 26th, and I am absolutely straight up obsessed with this business, with the team, with helping people, whether it's with health and fitness or financial goals or emotional, whatever it is, I am addicted to it. I love it, and I could do this 24/7 if I had the time. But anyways, I never saw myself doing something like this in the past. If you had told me about this, I would have been like, there is no way. I have no entrepreneurial spirit inside of me. An online business, I just didn't think it was for me. And I was actually a teacher for 10 years. I had my master's degree in special education. But I knew that once I had children, I wanted to stop that and become a stay-at-home mom. So basically, to sum it all up, once I had Landon, my firstborn, who is now 5 years old, I handed in my paperwork, quit teaching, which that was a big deal, especially after all the tests and things like that I had to go through to become a teacher, all the schooling. But that's what I saw myself doing, was just being home with the kids. And we knew things were going to be really tight because even though my husband has a great job, it's just, you feel it, right? When you lose that income, that one income. And so it came down to the point where we had depleted our savings account. We had racked up $35,000 worth of credit card debt. We were sinking by $1,000 a month, all because we were living off of one income now for a while, about 2 years at the time. And that's when I had a choice. It was either you have to go back to your teaching career, or like you have to find another way. And things come into your life, I feel like, guys, at the right time, like just when you need it the most. And that's when I heard about coaching. And even though my husband especially was super skeptical and we knew nothing about it, and my husband basically thought it'd be just as likely, having success with this as going to a casino and gambling. Um, even though we had all that, I still knew that I had to do something to stay at home with my kids. And so I dove in, and just like Dana said for herself, I went all in with this. There was no plan B for me. I had that really, really strong force behind me, which was, you must make this work so you can be home with your children, or you're going to be dropping them off at daycare and going back to teaching. And, that was just not what was for me in my heart. So I gave it all I got. Like I said, I was obsessed with it right from the beginning. It didn't take long for me to get that feeling, that excitement of doing this and that joy. And I was able to completely reverse that whole situation I just shared with you guys at the beginning. Get myself out of debt, totally surpass what I was earning as a teacher, and moving down here to Florida in my dream home because of this opportunity. And it's been the biggest blessing, and nothing gets me more excited than when new people come on and learn about this, because that's my passion, is being able to get you guys over that hump, and to get you guys to take that first step of just making the decision that you can change your life. You don't have to feel stuck and feel like you can't change, like I felt 3 years ago, that there is a way, and possibly this could be your opportunity. So keep an open mind tonight. With that being said, I want to kick it off here with, you're going to be hearing different coaches tonight. It's going to be like a question answer, different questions we're going to be asking towards my team and to Dana's team. So just kind of keep an open mind and take it all in. It's going to be all different kinds of questions that I'm sure you guys have about this business and how to make it work. So I wanted to kick it off with one of my coaches, Jessie Brady. She's going to be telling you guys exactly what a coach is. So Jessie, when you're ready, you can unmute.
I was already there. I unmuted. We're just very quiet over here. I managed to get both children in bed early. That's called a win, guys. All right, so for those that don't know me, my name is Jessie Brady. I've been a coach now for, it'll be 3 years next month. I am the founder of Team Tree Changers, and I know I've got a couple of my coaches on here too, so I just want to say hi. What is a coach? Because I thought the same thing when I started looking into doing this. A friend of mine was posting left and right about, this PIO program, and she was already fit. I've known her for a long time. She'd always been fit. I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she posting her abs? Like, click. I don't want to see those. I don't have any. It's just, and then she saw me post something really personal one day, and she reached out to me, and she said, hey, she's like, I saw that post. I think you'd really like this program I'm doing. Yes, I'm already fit, but I'm finding that I'm getting all this improvement from it. And she knows that I used to dance. So she's like, I really think you'll like PIO. And so I said, well, I literally had nothing to lose and everything to gain in the right way at that point. And I said, okay, let's do it. And then a couple weeks into it, she's like, well, you've already talked about it online. You seem to be comfortable speaking to people about it. Do you want to coach? I'm like, what the heck is a coach? And she's like, well, it's what I do. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't do what you do. Nobody's going to believe me. I mean, I had like 80 something past 70 pounds to lose. I'm like, who is going to listen to me? And I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not a personal trainer, and I haven't danced in a dance studio in a long time. I'm really 403 years old. I just use really good face cream. It's been a while. Like, who the hell's going to listen to me? And she's like, no, she's like, I've got friends that are in all stages of their journey, and it's all about just helping other people. And then I thought, well, okay, I guess so. I had no idea what I was doing, not a clue. But within a couple of weeks, I started being involved in our team pages. And the way I explain this to most people when they ask me what I do is I consider myself a matchmaking cheerleader. So I will work with people ahead of time and talk to them about their goals, what they like and what they don't like. Because one of my things, I'm not really, I eat healthy in the kitchen because I know it needs to get me to where I'm going, but that's not really my shtick. My shtick is not the healthy nutrition part of it. I follow it, and I've basically stolen all of Dana and Kathy's recipes in my house because I'm not inventing anything. And if they're like, oh, you can make it in a crock pot, I'm like, deal. So my thing is having fun with your workouts, because if you're not going to have fun with them, then you're not going to keep doing them. So that's what I work with everybody in, you know, what do you like? What do you not like? What was something you hated doing? And I try to narrow that down for them so that they can figure out what program they would really like to do. And then it's just my job to keep them going, to cheer them on, to help them when they struggle, to use Dana and Kathy's recipes when they need some new recipes, and get them to that goal. So I don't need to be the one making up the workouts. Every single program we have has a nutrition plan in it. And then we have all these great tools within our team to help support all of these people even more so that they get to their goal. That's pretty much in a nutshell the easiest way to explain what we do. It's just helping people kind of pick something they're going to want to do, and then helping them work towards those goals and reminding them of those goals as they go through the programs.
Thank you, Jessie.
I got.
Awesome. We're going to have Sari, who is an amazing single mama coach on my team, who is a full-time graphic designer, actually. And I just have to throw this in there because she said no to me about coaching for probably, 6 months, Sari? But it's something where I truly believe it has to be the right timing for you, and you have to see the bigger picture, and you have to develop the belief yourself, you know? But she's going to talk to you tonight about the myth that you have to be at your goal weight to be a good coach. She's going to explain that a little more to you tonight.
Hey guys, so like Dana said, my name is Sari. I'm a single mom to a 3.5-year-old little boy. I live in New York City. I'm a full-time corporate graphic designer. So this is my side hustle right now. And what I want to talk about is, do you need to be at your goal weight? No. So basically, I started coaching about 6 months into my journey. I was not at my goal weight yet. But I saw how amazing these programs were and that I could not keep it to myself. So what I did was follow the program and had a transformation, and that's what I shared. So basically, all I was doing was sharing 21 days of my program, because I lost about 10 pounds, and I kicking myself because I didn't take the measurements, but lots of inches. So for somebody who's out there who's wondering, like, I'm not going to start till I hit my goal weight. I mean, that could be a year, that could be a year and a half, depending on what you need to lose. And what I want to say is that there's never a goal. I just feel like this is a lifestyle. So I might be at the weight that I lost more than what I thought my weight was. I wanted to just get back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and I lost way more than that, and I lost way more inches than that. And right now, I was actually diagnosed with diastasis recti after I hit my goal weight. So my journey is evolving, it's flowing, and you're just sharing you're sharing your journey, and somebody out there seeing your transformation inside and out is going to believe you versus, our company, which is amazing, puts out before and after pictures, but you know what? People don't believe them all the time. You see a picture, they think, oh, they must have photoshopped it. I mean, I'm in graphic design, so I know what people say. So, oh, they must have photoshopped it. But when they know you and they see you and you walk in and you're a product of the product, they believe you. So, could always ask me any questions, but you don't have to be your goal weight. And you know what? I regret not starting earlier. So take that with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're amazing. All right, guys. So the next person that I'm going to introduce is a mom on our team too. And just to let you guys know, all the coaches that you're going to hear from Team Forever Strong are full-time working parents with 2, 3, 4 kids. They have sports, they're super busy, but they're building successful businesses. So tonight I want to introduce you to Angela Lamaman. She is a teacher and she has children and she's busy, but she is going to be talking tonight about the myth that everybody has about how when you get into this, You basically have to be a salesperson, and you're constantly just pushing products on people. So she's going to speak to that. So Angela, whenever you're ready.
Hi, I am ready. So I've been a coach for almost 2 years now, and what a great decision that was for me. I'm a full-time first grade teacher. I'm actually in my classroom. Check it, my bulletin board. I mean, does that not speak volumes about the flexibility of this business? So I'm here to talk about the myth that people push products when they're coaching. And I have to say that if that were the case, then I would really not be doing this because, like I said, I'm a teacher. I'm not a salesperson. I legit did not know, I didn't even know what a Facebook group was when I started this. So I really didn't know anything about that. And so I have to say that coaching is very far from pushing products on people. I think that slimy, salesy people kind of see people as an object, as an opportunity to make money, and to push products that sometimes the people don't even need. And as Beachbody coaches, the heart of this business is helping other people. So we want to connect with people. We want to build relationships with people so that they can use our products because they know they work. And we do that by sharing our stories. And that, of course, was, like I said, I wasn't really Facebook savvy at all. And that was hard for me at first, but I have to tell you, it's so liberating to share your story and to get support from people that you don't even know. So what we do is use our products, right? We drink Shakeology. We work with a fitness program. We set an example of a healthy lifestyle. We share what we're doing. We're not perfect. I don't even like working out that much, to be honest. But I share it anyway. I share that part. You've got to share the real deal because that's what people want to see. They don't want to see somebody trying to shove stuff down their throat. So they're going to buy products from you because they work, not because you're pushing them on them. Your success then depends on how many people you can help. And like I said, that's the heart of this business. It's not about pushing products. So there you go.
I love that, Angela. Love.
Thank you.
Okay, the next thing that we're going to cover tonight is what are challenge groups? Because challenge groups are something that we run to aid people that we are helping in this business. And Serena is going to explain to you tonight what challenge groups are. Serena, can you hear me?
Hey. First time, just kidding. Hi, my name is Serena. I've been a Beachbody coach since August of last year. And challenge groups are pretty much the main reason why I became a coach. And more than that, challenge groups really are the secret sauce to someone who purchases a Beachbody program, Shakeology and food plan. It's a secret sauce to tie it all together to help you get those results. And that is because it's your online support community, neighborhood, where there are other people like your coaches and other challengers who are in that group with you and doing the Beachbody program. So we post for accountability. Right now in our challenge group, we have a really fun one. I run one with 5 other coaches. So there's over 100 people in our challenge group. And we have a series of threads that the coaches will post every day asking for people to engage. And it's going to be based on a point system. And we have raffles at the end of our 30-day challenge. So right now we have posts for sweaty, smiley selfies, the 21-day food tracker post. We have personal development, daily accountability posts, and
we have, a really fun one that we started, I think Nicole came up with, is rate your day. So just share how your day is, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And it's like it's a constant place online where you can come to get support and positivity and be uplifted. We were really real and honest in there. We share where we're at. I've shared that I'm seriously struggling. I don't feel like working out. I'm going through a difficult time. I'm having, a hard time showing up. And it's just a really cool place where people will support you and walk you through whatever you're going through. We've had quite a few challengers with serious illnesses, deaths in the family, just all sorts of things. And really what it's come to be is, a group of women empowering each other. So it's so much more than just the physical journey. It's it's a place where we can explore and grow our own self-love and love of others and compassion, work on family stuff, just all sorts of stuff. So that's it. Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Serena. That was perfect. All right, guys. So the next person I'm going to introduce you to is a coach on our team and she is Michelle Rod, and she is a full-time working mom of 2 littles. And before we get into this business and you decide to become a coach, a lot of times you think that you have to be a nutrition or fitness expert, that you need to know about all of that. And it's just a myth, actually. So she is going to spend some time right now debunking that and talking to you about that. So whenever you're ready, Michelle, you can go ahead and unmute.
Okay, hi everybody. Can you hear me? Am I unmuted? Okay, so hi, like Kathy said, my name's Michelle Rod. I'm a working mom of actually 3 little kids. I know that I started coaching about just a little over 2 years ago, and I only had 2 kids at the time, but now I have 3, and I'm also a full-time working mom. I'm actually an owner in a public accounting firm, so that gets pretty busy too. I have a husband and all that other stuff going on. But yeah, it's totally, a lot of people think, oh, well, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not a nutrition expert. And that's really not what this is all about for us. Beachbody hires those professionals, the personal trainers, the nutrition experts to produce these programs for us to use as a vehicle to help other people. Our job is really that cheerleader, like Jessie said, to motivate, to inspire, to handhold, whatever people need to get going, to stay on track, to not beat themselves up about getting off track. And another myth is that you have to be somebody that you're really not in order to be a coach. And that's completely untrue as well. The more authentic you are, the better you will be at helping other people. I'm a hot mess over here all the time. I think Dana said that at the beginning, that her team is a hot mess. Well, I think we all are. Like I said before, I have 3 kids and a full-time career, and my husband works this crazy rotating shift work schedule. It's different every week. I have no consistency, no routine, and it's just, I share that. People can relate to that. The more authentic you are, the more that people can relate to you. Nobody wants a perfect coach. We've heard that time and time again. They want somebody normal, everyday, hot mess mom, just like them. So again, you don't need to be a professional health or fitness expert. We've got people from all different walks of life, all different careers, moms, single parents, people without kids. It's just be you. And the more you are, the more people you will attract. And like we always say, your vibe attracts your tribe. And this is all about creating a community for yourself and for all those other people out there who need that. And that's what it's really been for me. It's kind of like a family. And that's what we are here. We're here as a family to help other people, not to be experts.
I love it. And I love what you said about the the perfection thing, because I always tell people that is that people don't relate to perceived perfection, because you see that so much out there in the world, and it's so nice to see true, real, authentic people that just show the real deal, and it shows people that it's possible for them too. Thank you for that, Michelle. Next up, we have Kelly Riley, and she's going to talk about the myth that we hear all the time, and that is that I don't have time to be a coach. So she's going to explain tonight that no matter where you're at in your life, that you can make this work for you. So Kelly.
Hi guys. So a little background quick before I get jumping on in. So I have now been coaching probably a little over 2 years. When I first started coaching, I didn't actually start any of the programs to coach. I was one of the adamant people that never wanted to coach. And of course, I'm on this call tonight, so that worked out really well. I was clearly starting these programs to do something for myself. I work part-time as a nurse and a diabetes educator. I have type 1 diabetes myself. I have a husband who is here and there. He travels quite a bit, and for a lot of last year worked out in New York City for most of the year. And I don't have family around here. They're in Vermont and Maine. So for me to be able to go to a gym or do any sort of anything for me, it just wasn't working. And it's been that way for years. So I finally was going to do something for myself. So I found this program, and honestly, after doing 21 Day Fix for a month, I felt awesome. I saw great results with my diabetes, my blood sugars, my doctors were psyched. I just felt great. So at that point, people started to kind of notice what was going on and seeing kind of changes in me. So I started to kind of dabble in the idea of, well, maybe I do want to coach. So I think one of the biggest things, and I hear this from even a lot of people on my team, is that people think coaching is like an all or nothing thing. And you have to go either full force. This is what you do day in and day out. You're on your phone, and there's no kind of happy medium. And I think the difference is that you can really make this what you want. It's super important that whoever you sign up with, that you just talk to your coach on what your goals are and what you want to try to achieve. Are you someone that wants to just pay for your Shakeology each month? And if so, totally fine. Sign up 2 or 3 people and get the money to pay for it. And then it keeps you on the same path and keeps you kind of following your journey. Or are you someone that wants to kind of make this a part-time gig where you really want to kind of help with, maybe it's paying daycare bills, maybe it's paying off college loans, maybe it's paying for just family trips and having extra spending money, or are you someone that just want to go crazy balls to the walls and just wants to make this your thing? So there's a broad range of people on our team that have done all the above. So I think the big thing is just you really want to communicate and talk, what are your goals? Because they're totally achievable for me. For the person that wanted nothing to do with coaching at all, like seriously for like a year and a half, like nothing to do with coaching. I have been able to reduce my part-time hours to even less. So I'm around more for the kids. I find that really important for me, but that's not for everyone. So I've been able to pay a lot more and help out in my family when it comes to paying trips, taking my husband away. I got a pool this summer for my kids. So I was able to do a lot that my family benefited from. And that was something I obviously never would have had if I didn't finally say yes to this opportunity. So I think, just know that this is something that you can create your own. And, you are the CEO of your business, so you decide to go all in or partial. But kind of what you put in, you'll get out of it. And it's definitely worthwhile. And I think you guys would love and never look back if you decided to join the group.
Whoa, that was amazing, Kelly.
Oh, thanks.
Fantastic with that. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you. And I just wanted to add really quick into that too, because I loved everything that she said about it. And it's so important that you guys know, especially as new coaches coming onto the team, that your goals do have to be your goals, and that they don't need to be what my goals are or what Dana's goals are. Whoever the person is that added you into this and invited you to this, they just need to be your goals. And a big thing that we talk about on our team and Team Forever Strong is it's more about just really finding those smaller pockets of time during the day where you can fit this in. This is meant to fit into your everyday life, not be a stress, all right? It's meant to enhance your life. and make it better. So awesome job, Kelly. All right, the next person that I wanted to introduce to you is a coach from our team. She's an incredible leader, doing amazing things. Her and her team are totally blowing it up. She's a teacher. She has children. She's busy. She's got all that jazz going on. Her name is Jennifer Schultz, and tonight she's going to be talking about how you can make this business work with a full-time job.
All right, thanks, Kathy. Okay, so as Kathy said, I'm a teacher and I have 3 kids, and I've been coaching for 2 years, and I think it's important to say that my first year as a coach, I switched grade levels. So not only am I a teacher, but I went to a brand new grade level, which if you are a teacher, you know that that's like craziness to do. And then the second year, I made a really big jump and went from teaching young 5s to 5th grade. So I've made 2 really big moves in my full-time job while coaching, and it's completely 100% doable. And I have 3 kids that are very, very, very busy in travel, soccer, and competitive dance. So we are insane and running around all the time. And I love it, but it's definitely, when this came along, I really just needed to get myself healthy, and I didn't picture myself as being a coach because I thought I cannot do one more flippin' thing. Like, my plate is spilling over. Like, I just can't even, I'm going to show you guys a picture of my laundry a second. Can you guys see that? Yeah, that's what my life is like all the time. So, so I have laundry everywhere, and it's just a big circus. So I was like, I can't do that. But I fell in love with the challenge groups and how I started to feel with exercising in Shakeology. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have this like extra energy, and I just felt better. And I thought, maybe this is, I could do this. And so I decided to just make some choices. And so I stopped watching Netflix, and watching those things at night or crawling in bed and scrolling through Facebook and just screwing around and just doing things that like wasn't really getting anything done, like things you don't really realize you're doing. And I took my calendar and I plugged in all of the things that I like had to do. So like from waking up until like going to my school day, all my things at school, all my kids' sports schedules. And I looked at the calendar, and there actually was a lot of white space. There was a lot more space than I realized of time to do stuff that I didn't think that I had that time. And so I just thought, okay, well, I can do this. So in those white spaces, I just found little pockets of time that I could work the business. So if it was 20 minutes in the morning, waking up before my kids got up and the craziness began, doing my PD and reading those personal development or listening to books, that really helped me get my mindset going. Or at lunch, on my duty-free lunch at school, like I'll be on my phone doing my invites or things like that. Or when I'm waiting for Jaylee to get out of dance, I will check in with my challengers. And I have to find pockets of time to do that. And now that I've been doing it a while, I'm faster at it. Like when you first start, I tended to overthink it, and now I just like crank through it and I just get it done. Like it's better. But as you get better, you can do it quicker. So and it really helped me with my time management. So I just really thought about, what am I doing and how can I manage my time better? And I found that ironically, this opportunity actually made me realize how not present I was prior to this. Like, it sounds really weird. It sounds like backwards, but by doing this, it really made me realize how much I wanted to be fully present with my kids, my family. Like, how often are we like there, but we're not really there? You know what I mean? So it made me be much more intentional about my time, and that when I was with my family, that I was like with my family. Like that was like my time to be with my family. So that really, really helped. The Power Pockets helped. Being in this team helped, and you'll find coaches that you can collaborate and work with. And the cool part too, I think, is that I think like these girls said, it can be as much or as little as you want, and you'll hear that, and that might change. Like when I started, I just wanted to be a discount coach, quite honestly. And then you will fall in love with helping people. Nothing feels better than helping people, and you'll just fall in love with it once they get results. And it's kind of addicting in like a really good way. So once you get that and you get surrounded by all these positive people, you're like, I can do this, and you want to do it. So that's kind of how I do it. And life is still crazy, but it works, and it's awesome.
Jen, you nailed it, girl. I love what you said about that being present but not really present, because I can totally resonate with that I was so stressed out and unhappy when I started this journey that even if I was sitting in the same room doing nothing, I wasn't really present in mind, you know. I love that so much. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cover tonight is the myth that people say to us all the time is that I don't know how to be successful. Like, I don't know how to build a business. I'm an introvert. I have no experience. I don't have a big social, Facebook following. I'm not a people talking type of person. It's super scary to share on social media, but whatever it is for you that you have this objection that you can't be successful, Megan is going to share with you tonight a little bit about how our community and team can help you create your own success.
Hi, everybody. So I'm Megan, and I can't see. Am I on? Yeah? Good.
Yeah, you're good.
Good. Okay. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a mom of 2. I live in Rhode Island. I'm a speech pathologist. I'm a sleep coach. And back in 2014, thank goodness I crossed paths with Dana because I had some baby weight to lose. I was feeling pretty crappy about myself. And so I ended up doing the 21-day fix, and I felt awesome. I had amazing transformation with it. My husband did it with me. We felt awesome. And I started thinking about coaching at that time, but I didn't know how to be successful. And rather than reaching out and talking to her like I should have, I just kind of like started talking to people and trying to share it in my own way. And I wasn't really sure what to do. And I kind of was like, I guess coaching really isn't for me. So I went along with my life, and I had another child, and I knew exactly what I needed to do second time around. So I was like, okay, Dana, you're going to kick my butt again, right? And I had been following her journey over those 2 years and kind of became very attached to her and her team. And I started to really want to be a part of it and really want to not only help myself, but help other people. And really, when it comes down to it, what I've learned now is that that's the only prerequisite, is to want to improve yourself and to want to help other people, because this is a team. And what I didn't realize at the time was everything that goes on behind the scenes. So this is a tight-knit group of people that are like each other, because like someone else said, your vibe attracts your tribe. So as you can kind of tell on this team, like, I think if you got all of us, I haven't met some of these people, but if you got us all into like a room together, we'd have a great time. And I know that that's true because we were just at Summit doing that. Not with everyone on this call, but a bunch of us, and it was a great time. So behind the scenes, first of all, as a team, we want each other to succeed, whether they're in your upline, downline, sideline, whatever it is, we want everybody to succeed. And we encourage everybody along everyone's journeys. But beyond that, once someone decides to coach, then we put them into in my opinion, a really awesome training. I went through it and I was like, wow, this is super comprehensive. I felt very well prepared. I felt like if I had any questions, I could reach out at any point and have them answered. So we've got the trainings initially, but then weekly calls. We have like 1 or 2, and then other teams we can hop on. There's constantly education that we can inform ourselves with at our fingertips whenever we want. We have, beyond that, a team page to help each other out with any other questions, and just a support system. We mentor each other, we help each other, and that is just with our own journeys, with helping other people that we're not really sure if there's something we need to help them with, running challenge groups, collaborating on ideas for them, and then, ultimately building a team of our own and becoming a mentor ourselves. So, the whole picture is there. But back in 2014, when I wanted to do that, I didn't give credit to the fact, because I had no idea how much goes on behind the scenes and what an amazing team this is to be a part of. So if you are interested in coaching, the next training is coming up pretty soon, and you don't have to worry because we've got you covered.
Perfect, Megan. Thank you. And I love how she said too, guys, how, you know, in order to really be successful in this business, you have to want to improve yourself. And it's so true. Like, you have to want to be looking for some kind of self-growth, self-improvement in some area of your life, and then also want to help other people, because your income that you're going to earn across, you know, throughout your journey is going to be a direct reflection between the amount of lives that you change and the amount of people that you help once you get started on this. And so even though this is your own business, you need to know that you're not alone in this. You don't have to do it alone. You have everything that you could ever imagine to have success as a brand new coach, which Megan just went all over. So thank you very much. All right, so the next topic that we're going to talk about, this is the biggest question that we have, and then I hear it was something that I thought mostly my husband said was that this is a pyramid scheme. There's no way you're going to earn money doing this. You might as well just go to a casino and throw your money on the table and hope and pray that you win something. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to another incredible leader on our team, Kristen Fricke, who is also a full-time working teacher. She has kids. She's making it work. She's building a successful business, and she's going to talk to you about that myth and teach you guys how you can earn an income. So whenever you're ready, Kristen.
All right. Well, thank you, Kathy. Like Kathy said, I'm also, you know, a wife, a busy full-time working mom, and do coaching as well. I've been coaching just shy of 2 years. So as Kathy mentioned, I'm sure you're wondering how we actually make an income as a coach. And the reason why we really hesitate talking a ton about this is because we don't want to attract the type of people who are only interested in financial gain. This is a service business, and we lead with a servant's heart and support the people in our groups and on our teams. That being said, it's also a very legitimate business, and with that comes the opportunity for incredible income. So a question on a lot of people's mind is, okay, this sounds great, right? But isn't this a pyramid scheme? And so we're here to tell you tonight that, first of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. Pyramid schemes are when a company basically makes profit off of signing people up, and those people just sign more people up. And the person at the top is the one who's filtering in all of that income. And that's completely illegal. Is that what Beachbody is? Absolutely not. So as coaches, we are, and you've heard this tonight, we're products of the product. We live the healthy and fulfilling lifestyle that we're promoting while we're helping other people do the same thing by connecting them with programs and tools and nutrition to help them reach their goals and be successful. There is a transaction of goods and services, and we're here to help those people who we connect with those programs and serve them. So also anybody on our team can actually out-earn us. So for example, if you were to sign up as a coach under one of us tonight, you could potentially out-earn your coach. So you can surpass the other coaches on the team, or, you know, do as well as them at any time. The person at the top doesn't mean that they're the person making the most money. So your income is directly related to the amount of effort you put in and your success at helping other people reach their goals. You're your own CEO, and you decide, you know, what pace you want and what your goals are. As coaches, there are lots of ways to make an income, and I won't go too deep into that because this is just really brief. But first of all, we get paid every Thursday with direct deposit into our bank accounts. The most commonly understood way to understand this is that we make a 25% commission on top on all of our Team Beachbody products. But the mistake that a lot of people make is thinking that this is the only way that we make an income. We also earn 50% commissions on our Team Club memberships. We make something called a fast start bonus for Shakeology and challenge packs. And we also, this is huge, we have something called Team Cycle bonus. And this is really the big one. It's really the main earning opportunity through coaching. As you grow your organization, your team of coaches, you're rewarded bonuses from Team Beachbody based on the effort and success of your team. So that's really where your residual income comes in. So the potential is really limitless, and there are just so many different ways to earn. And it doesn't come without hard work, dedication, and perseverance. and just making those small sacrifices that Jen mentioned earlier, maybe giving up a little TV or whatever it is, finding time to make it work, but it is possible. And the coaches that are leading this call tonight, we're all here committed to helping you and our coaches succeed and reach their goals. So yeah, that's kind of the compensation plan in a nutshell.
Awesome job, Kristen. I just have to highlight what you said there, that it is endless potential, but it does come with hard work, because that is 150% true. So love that. Thank you for sharing. Next, we're going to have Ashley, a coach on my team, talk to you about one of the myths that we get, that it will be expensive to join, that, a lot of people see starting a business as this big, huge investment that they can't afford. And Ashley's going to share with you tonight just how simple it actually is to start your own business as a coach if you desire to.
And simple it is. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good night. So just a little kind of recap of where my life was when I started this. I had just sold my first house, was cohabitating with my dude, now husband, while planning a wedding, getting rid of all of his crap because mine was better, and buying a fixer-upper house. So we were doing all of that while working full-time. Him kind of dabbling with starting his own business, and why not add something else on, right? And at first, I work at a very big hospital in the country. I'm the lead x-ray tech, so I thought that I had to go to work and had to physically be somewhere to make money. And that was taking me away from my friends and family constantly. I carry like a retro pager. It's got the green screen like original Game Boys. So at any given time, I was getting pulled away from my friends and family. So when someone, my girlfriend, said, well, why aren't you coaching? You're already doing these programs to lose weight for that wedding you're paying for. I thought she was crazy. Like, there was no way in hell I was going to have the time and money to put into something else. There was no way it wasn't going to happen. And then I realized that there was no startup cost. And I have a sister who owns like a salon. My brother owns a shoe store. Papa Joe was working on starting his own business. And when I realized the only cost to be a coach was to buy a challenge pack, which I had already done. So it was my fitness, my nutrition, and my workouts together. It just made complete sense to me. Like, there was nothing else I had to do. I didn't have any overhead. So there was no inventory I was keeping, I wasn't customer service. If someone had a problem, I could send them the magical phone number that wasn't me for someone to help them. All I had to do was what I was already doing, helping my friends and family to get, my hands are down here, I'm talking with them. So, help my friends and family get healthy, which I was already talking to them about from my phone, not from work, obviously, because I wouldn't do that, but like on my lunch break, while I was hanging out with Joe watching superheroes on Netflix. Like, all of these times that I wasn't really doing anything with myself was time that I used to grow this business that I didn't even have to pay to start. And like, when you think about other MLMs, which some people think is a scary word, I don't think so, but when I was watching all my friends buy into these businesses and have to buy like $10,000 worth of leggings, like, it blew my mind to know that we have the capability not only to start a business at pretty much no cost, but also none of that stress of carrying inventory. And in the process, we're making people healthier. So I didn't go off my notes, so hopefully I didn't miss anything. Feel free to chime in if you guys want. But it blew my mind that I was able to do this with no overhead, with you can work from anywhere. There was no risk because you can jump in and out at any time. During my wedding month, I really didn't have time to coach much, but my girlfriend over there, Sari, was able to hold our group together and rock it like a boss. So we're here to support each other, and I love the community. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm so glad that I jumped in when I did, even though my life was kind of wild. So that's all for me.
That was awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, and that's another thing too that I love so much about this business is that what we're doing, like, you can walk around and be proud to say that you're a Beachbody coach, because what we have, like, there's no gimmicks, there's no quick fix, it's no pill or patch or wrap or tea or any of that junk that just doesn't work. This is all real stuff. This is all real workout programs and real nutrition plans. And you have a personal coach who is right there beside you the entire way in an online support and accountability group. And then it's you just making that decision to commit to this, getting real results. And so it's very rewarding because we're changing lives every single day. And in fact, actually saving a lot of lives, if you want to go to it that term. So anyways, thank you so much, Ashley. And we're going to be handing it over now to Dana. Dana, right? You're going to be talking about the travel opportunity. There we go. Travel opportunity.
No, Kelly decided. Oh, yes, I did say I would talk about that. I was thinking it's our last one, which Kelly decided to hop on for, but travel. Oh my goodness. Like I said, when I started this business, I was a single mom with no support, basically at rock bottom in my life. And prior to all of that happening, I loved to travel. And I just, I kind of thought that becoming a single mom in the life that I was going to live, there was never going to be an opportunity for me to do that because not only do you have to think about childcare, but traveling is expensive, right? We have a lot of opportunities within this company that I didn't even really know about when I started until I started earning them. And I was like, wait, what? But yearly we have a Success Club trip. So it is kind of like the leisurely trip of the year. The first year, I earned a trip to go to Cancun, Mexico. The second year there was a cruise. Last year, a lot of us went to Punta Cana. Next year, we're headed to Riviera Maya, but basically the way that these trips are earned is your consistency with helping other people. So it's not like it's something unattainable. It is legit. We had quite a few coaches from our team there last year with us. We also every summer have a coach summit, which is our huge coaching event of the year. So we have between 35,000 and 40,000, I want to say. My first year was in Vegas. The two after that were in Nashville, and last year we went to New Orleans. So it's just our event where we come together and do celebrity trainer workouts. We have mentoring and trainings with top coaches, and it's just absolutely amazing to meet your coaching team in person because a lot of us work together all the time on the internet like this, but have never really met in person. So it's just absolutely amazing to have that vibe and that culture and feel that and meet those friends in real life. I also, myself and Kathy, I can speak for, but we have two leadership events also that I've been able to earn in this business. And the first one is our new leadership conference, which is in LA. These two trips are based upon your rank and your team growth in the company. But for new leadership, you head to LA, you get to view corporate, you get to see how Shakeology is made, you get to see the Beachbody headquarters where all the magic happens, kind of meet and greet with the CEO. And it's just, you feel really connected to our company and to the people that run it. So you're not like this, little minion that doesn't get to see what goes on behind the scenes. They're very transparent in everything that they do and everything that goes on. And it just gives me even more pride of the integrity of our company. Now, leadership last year was in Coronado Bay, California, and this coming year it's in Las Vegas, but it is our most exclusive event of the year, and it's very top-level leadership training, and it's just an absolutely incredible event to go to and be surrounded by leaders of that caliber and learn the knowledge to come home and bring that back to our teams to share that knowledge and that experience. So like Megan talked about earlier, there's always so many opportunities for learning and growth. And that is something that we, when we go to events like that, we come home to bring that back to share with everybody else to help them move along with it too. But for me, I have been able to travel all over the country because of this business. And that's something that, like I said, I never thought was going to be in the cards for me. And last year when I went to Coronado Bay, I was able to fly my mother and my little boy out to spend a couple days after the conference, which was absolutely priceless to me. So that's a little bit about that. If you have questions, let us know. I know that's a lot to kind of cover, but Kathy, the next one is Kelly, actually. Okay, so this this one right here, I just have to tell you that Kelly was one of my best friends in high school. Actually, I had moved from Massachusetts to Florida right before my junior year of high school, and I was a total fish out of water. Kelly befriended me, and I was in this business, I want to say almost a year, and I kept saying, like, Kelly, you'd love this. Kelly, you should do this. And she just kept ignoring me. But now, here she is. She is one of the top leaders on my team, and she has an absolutely incredible story. And she's going to share with you tonight about the community and the friendships and the purpose that come along with this coaching opportunity.
Hi, guys, which is so ironic after my post tonight. So my name is Kelly. I've been a coach. It's going to be 3 years, actually, at the end of September. And so tonight I was just going to talk to you guys about friendships, community, all things that really are the reason that this business keeps me going and keeps me happy and keeps me filled with joy. I started off as a coach when I lived in Portland, Oregon. Like Dana said, I reconnected with her, and I ignored her for like 9 months. And then I decided that maybe there was, actually, I moved to Portland, Oregon really recently, my husband and I really wanted to get into shape. So that's why I started. I wanted to do the 21-day fix. And then about 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with my second baby. And so I was like, you know what, actually, let's just hear about this coaching thing, because maybe I need to just make a whole life of it. And that's what I did. I really never, ever looked back. And for me, I was in a situation at that point in my life where I was really, really, really down. My husband and I fought all the time about everything. We didn't have any money. We literally were sleeping on a mattress, like foam pad, not even like a pad, just like we couldn't afford furniture. So the thought of like supporting, 2 kids on that was really tough for us. So we fought, obviously, all the time. I could have never, ever made it through that chapter in my life without this community, without the support, without the friendships, because I wrote down in my notes, it kept me from crying as I'm about to cry, but I mean, it literally is true. I feel like we worked opposite shifts and I didn't have any friends. And I even though I've traveled around, I've lived a lot of different places, I didn't keep in touch with anyone really. And I kind of had isolated myself so much so because I was also, I got pregnant after only knowing my husband for 2 months. And so I kind of went into a big funk of that, like, whole, who is Kelly? Like, what is her identity? What is her role? And what does she do now? And so not only did the community give me a place to be me, where I was welcomed for it all, for all my flaws and insecurities and all, but it also gave me better friendships than I've had in my whole life. And it gave me my purpose and my fulfillment. It gave me a sense of, it helped me develop me when I didn't know who me was. I was just trying to find that person in being a mom and being a wife, like I know so many of us do when we're new moms anyways. So, I had worked in the service industry for 10, 15 years, something crazy. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't like working at a desk, that's for sure, but I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. And I always wanted to be able to travel. Like Dana was saying, there's so much travel opportunity with this as well. And just being free to work wherever you want is so powerful. But maintaining those connections no matter where you are. And to me, like I've gone through these, like I said, it's been 3 years, right? I've worked in the business and I've gone through peaks and valleys with it. I've lived in 3 different houses. It's been 4, maybe even. But the thing about it is that I've always had my friendships here, and they've always been the most stable thing in my life. No matter what, I know I can count on all the girls here, and no matter what, I know I have purpose. No matter how many nights my husband works at the hotel because he stays the night all the time, still I have something for me, and there's nothing that's more powerful than that, I think. So I'm gonna stop before I start crying, but I hope that answered the question.
That was perfect, Kelly. Thank you so much. I loved it. And I love it too. Like everything she said was just so spot on. But truly, guys, like the community with this is everything. It really is. It's everything. And you will meet and make some of your closest friends when you get into this. And it's so nice with just so much negativity in the world going on, right? And just seeing things on like the news if you watch it or just in your own job. It's so nice to know that with this, with coaching, that you're surrounded by positive, uplifting people who don't judge you, who are there to help you like rise to the occasion and help you get through whatever hurdle or struggle or obstacle that comes your way in life. That's really nice to know that you have that every single day. So thank you so much again, Kelly. All right, so I'm going to talk about just really quick now, we're gonna sign up. We are so excited to be able to welcome you onto our teams. I wanna first thank you guys for being here, but I also wanna tell you guys to not overthink this. We are not asking for you to give your kidney. We're not asking for an arm. This is not a life or death situation. It's really super simple to get started, guys, as a coach on the team. We'll get you signed up with the challenge pack, and the first thing we will do is we will get you started working on you. That is our goal, is to get you started on your own health and fitness journey so that you can see some awesome results, gain that confidence, feel better about yourself, and then we can teach you how to build a business and teach you how to share your journey authentically. We have trainings for that. We have everything under the sun that you could possibly think of so that you get onto this team and you have success. So the one thing that I want you guys to think about too is no matter where you are in your life right now, guys, it doesn't matter how good things are, if they're really good, things can always be better. And that's one of the things that I learned when I got into this business. As I started to grow as a person, really, I realized that I was living a life where I was just settling. Things were really good. Even though I was in all that debt still, things were really good. I had a great family, great friends, like whatever, all that jazz, but I was totally settling. And that you have this one life that you're handed, and you deserve to live your best life. And so even though I was in all that debt, guys, and I did not have the money to sign up to become a coach, I swiped my credit card, and it was the best investment I ever made. It was an investment in me, in my family, in my future, and it's completely changed everything. And I always say, when an opportunity comes knocking at your door, you better damn open it and try, because you just never know. This could be that thing, that blessing that totally changes your life and just brings you to a totally new place that you did not know was even possible. And you never want to look back and have regrets. So I could go on and on about this kind of stuff, but I'm going to stop. We're going to open it up now to questions, right, Dana? So if anybody has any questions about anything we went over, you can unmute yourself, comment in the chat box, and we'll stay on for a few minutes and answer them. But thank you guys so much for being here.
Kathy, well, there is something that I want to add, because somebody mentioned to me that they were an introvert and that was kind of their objection of why they couldn't be a coach. So I just want to quickly touch on that, because I, for most of my life, thought I was an extrovert, but I never understood why I had like social anxiety or where I had like fear of public speaking. And when I came into this business, I was like deathly afraid of talking on the call, let alone even like raising my hand and asking a question. I was terrified to post on social media. I was terrified to talk to people. There was a lot of things with being an introvert that were extremely uncomfortable for me when I started this. But as I did a lot of personal development, and as I developed the belief in, the journey and felt my own transformation, your confidence gets greater, and your desire to do more gets greater, and your desire to kind of push yourself out of that comfort zone that you live within. It's liberating. Like, you do these little things that scare the shit out of you, and you develop more confidence and you want to do more. And 3.5 years down the road, this is not even something I think about doing anymore. But it takes you can think about it like standing on the edge of a mountain. And the longer that you stand there and you hold that fear, the greater it gets. The more your self-doubt creeps in, the more those fears creep in, the louder that voice of insecurity and self-doubt and all those things creep in. But if you just have the courage to take one step forward and to grow a little more and another step forward, you're literally capable of doing anything, and that doesn't have to be an excuse of why you can't be successful. So I just have to throw that in there in case you are a shy or introverted type person. And it's beautiful because I love people and I love connecting and I love doing what we do, but I get to sit at home behind my computer screen all day, every day. And you know, the other side of that is when we do go to events, you are surrounded by high energy, incredible, you know, inspired, motivated people that love you exactly for who you are. So it's not uncomfortable like it was for me in social situations before. So just had to add that in. Yes, Kelly, you do get braver and more confident in what you can give other people, 100%. Do we have any questions? Sarah. Oh, we're so glad that you hopped on.
I saw a question in the chat box there. Someone was asking about if there's a minimum number of people you have to sign up. Did you see that question?
Oh, is there a minimum requirement you have to have for people as you sign up? So we have benchmarks that we set, and basically, like we talked about, is that you set your own goals of what you desire this business to be. So whether that's just paying for your own Shakeology, or you want to, you know, build some part-time income, or you desire to be full-time like some of us are, we help you break that down and set goals according to the time that you want to put in, according to what you actually want to achieve, because it's extremely different depending on what that is. There is no minimum requirement. It's not like you're going to get canned or kicked to the curb if you aren't doing a certain amount of anything every month. But, you know, as mentors, we do desire to really help you see, you know, what you have to do to actually achieve the success that you say you desire to have, if that makes sense. But a simple benchmark goal to give you an idea is if you are somebody that wants to come in kind of as a hobby coach to pay for your own Shakeology and start to build a part-time income, is that we encourage you to help at least 3 people a month, if that answers your question. Megan running parties. Now we just run Sweatfest challenge groups.
No, but like what you were saying about being introverted, like clearly I'm not that introverted because I'm jumping out there, but I used to hate lugging all of, I did another company that works with skincare and makeup, and I used to have to like lug it all in my car and drive like half an hour or an hour or more and like sit in front of 5 or 6 people and hope that someone bought stuff from me. And it was super awkward for me and I didn't love it, but I was trying to convince myself I did. And I was like, what's wrong with me? I don't love this. So it was like so true what you were saying. Like I get to sit at home behind my computer and reach out to people and help people, and I video chat and stuff like that, but I'm like in leggings, you know. And it's just so different.
Wardrobe equals leggings and workout clothes. Pretty much. Do we have any more questions? Anything about what we covered, or even if it's not something we covered, we're happy to answer. If you guys didn't notice, we like to talk. Alrighty, guys. Well, if nobody has any questions, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us and taking the time out of your night to hear all that we had to share about the coaching opportunity. And we sincerely hope that you came with an open mind and, you know, to see the potential of what's possible for you in your life if you so decide to join the coaching opportunity. We'd love to have you. Kathy, do you have anything to add?
Nope, just about covered it all. Just thanks again for being here, guys. We appreciate you taking your time out of your night to learn about it, and we hope you guys take that leap, and we're here for you every step of the way. So hope you guys have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.